Does anybody, I feel like, do we have any funny DC fuck stories? Nick, you had a pretty good one. The last time you were here, we were talking about it in the car.
Oh, I guess, yeah. I was here a couple years ago, and I was just trying to find a place to stay using Tinder. And
literally trying to fuck for shelter.
Yeah, no, I mean, I changed my Tinder bio to say that, and then some girl was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm fine with that," or whatever. And then we met up in the middle of the day, and she's like, "Well, we can't really go to my apartment." And I'm like, I don't have a place to go. I made that clear. And then, we ended up...
barely spoke English, right?
No, she spoke English.
Oh, okay.
Come on. She was Chinese, but she spoke English. Yeah.
Was she cute?
She was all right, and we ended up fucking in the woods next to Rock Creek Parkway. Not even,
That didn't even solve your problem.
Yeah, no, it didn't. Yeah. It's like on the side of the road, like 2:00 in the afternoon. Like showed up to the Improv, like blood all over my hands.
Yeah, she's on her period.
Oh my God.
On his hand and his jeans. You had to borrow jeans.
Yeah, well, I had to borrow jeans for the next show, the next night, because I got to the club and I forgot I was wearing basketball shorts. I'm like, oh fuck. And I had to borrow Tito Garza's pants.
Tito was just coming to watch the show.
Yeah. And so he had to sit there without pants on.
What? In the crowd?
Yeah, because I had to borrow his pants to wear on stage.
Oh man. Well, that's a good friend.
Yeah. Tito came through.
Tito's a good dude. Have you ever had any funny fuck stories here, Sam? Have you come to DC?
I've been here a few times. I'm trying to think.
And open it up geographically if you have any good ones.
A good fuck story. Well, this one's bad. I probably shouldn't say it. I will. Good fuck story. Recent.
No, it doesn't have to be recent. It could be a classic.
It
could be a classic Sam Morrill fuck story.
Well, the worst one, I've actually you've heard this one before, but it's a fun one for your cum town.
For the cum boys.
For the cum boys.
Yeah.
One of the worst ones is I met this really cute girl online, and
this is a great story.
Know this one. Yeah, it's terrible. And we had a good date, and then I made out with her, and that was kind of it. And I never heard from her again. I thought nothing of it. And then one day she just texted me, "Where are you?" And I was like, "I'm in Union Square with my parents." Yeah. "What are you up to?" And she's like, "I want to see you, and I want to get freaky with you." And I was like, "All right."
So you hadn't heard from her for like
I haven't heard from her a couple months. It was a Friday afternoon, and everything about it was a little shady. Like I felt like it didn't seem right. Mm-hmm. And then I called her to make sure it was her, because there's that part of your brain where like it's someone's trying to rob me. This is too good to be true. And I called, and she's like, "It's me. I'm drunk. I've had a bad week at work. I want to fuck." And I was like, "Okay, sold. That's all I need." And I lied to my mom about an audition to get out of there, which really hurt a little bit to see her face. Like, go get him, Sam. I was like,
Which an audition is still a kind of a shitty reason to abandon your family. I'm really hoping I get this Reebok commercial.
It's more important than my love for you guys. Yeah. So I leave, and I remember like everything about it was a little fishy. I remember I text Rachel Feinstein, like, "Here's the address in case anything happens to me." Which is how you know you're walking into something bad. Because I was with Rachel early that day, and I was just like, and she's like, "Why do you have to do this?" And I was like, "Well, you know why." I mean, but a woman doesn't understand that type of urge.
There's a lot of things women don't understand. Fucking the presidency,
math. So
everything except the space program, which apparently they invented. I mean, do you know that was WOCs?
It was all.
So I go over there. I get off the train, and it's a different apartment than when I dropped her off, but I don't think much of it because it's like it's New York. People sublet, but it's like a luxury apartment in Williamsburg. I walk in. I'm like, "Let's have a drink downstairs," and she's like, "No, let's just go upstairs. I have scotch." And I was like, "That's weird." Yeah. So we go up. Not like there's just a couch and a bottle of scotch. That's all there is in the apartment. I was like, this feels very pornographic. So we start kind of making out a little bit. She starts sucking my dick, and I down a couple scotches, and then she's like, we should go to my bedroom so my roommate doesn't catch us. And I was like, all right. And then she's like, "No, I want him to catch us." And I was like, "What?" That sounds like the opposite of what you just said. But she's like, and then I'm like, "Fine, we go to a bedroom."
I don't want a room.
It's a guy, it's a guy roommate.
Yeah,
I don't even know what. Basically, he's been there the whole time. I find out a second later because
Jesus Christ,
we're in her bedroom. thanks for pretending to be surprised by this. Stav knows this story because I've told it on stage before. But so the door just swings open. She's going down on me, and it's like a scary looking guy. He's jacked. He's tatted up. He's staring, and I'm kind of like, "Can I help you?" I don't know. What do you say? Right? I'm still in her mouth.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was like, well, he's like, we gonna do this? And I was like, what? He's like, are we gonna fuck her? And I was like, I'm not. That's not my thing.
He just wanted to fuck her with you.
Yeah, that was their thing. That was their thing apparently, and I'm like terrified. I'm kind of like, being confused hard is a fucking bad. To be scared while you're hard is a bad feeling.
I feel like that's kind of what it feels like to be mentally disabled.
They are always hard. I've noticed.
Is to be coming and scared at the same time.
They're like, help!
Yeah. Where am I?
So I basically just, I pulled my pants up and I was like, all right, well, this has been real. I was scared. I grabbed my backpack and I ran out. And I remember walking through McCarran Park, and my mom called to see how the audition went. And I was like, it was not good. But and then I called Rachel, and she was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why would you do that? And I was like, but you know why?
Yeah,
obvious.
just
but
a dude.
I regret it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you should have done it. I mean, it's not like you were going to touch balls or whatever.
You might have.
No, you just fucking spit roaster.
It felt so creepy. Like, that's one of the things I did with like a guy from when I was like in like high school. But it's not something you do when you're an adult with a stranger. It's scary.
Yeah.
You're scared for your safety. And the fact they already lied to me. And then also, I don't know. Everything about it was fucking terrifying.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think I would. I don't know. I've never fucked a girl with another dude. It seems. I feel like any audience is too much. I just can't have anybody watching me fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you ever double teamed anyone?
No, never.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like when you're fucking alcoholic days, you might have just accidentally.
No.
No?
I mean, if I did, I don't remember.
I have a friend who I did it with in like 7th grade.
People,
7th grade.
People don't. They confuse alcoholism and like partying. And it's not the same thing.
Oh,
that's true.
I don't have any like cool stories from when I was a fucking awful drunk.
Right. You just blacked out and would.
Drove my car.
Occasionally
around.
you do something cool, but it would be like by accident. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like with. Even with this girl, that's the power of being a beautiful woman. Is I remember I texted her afterwards, and I was like, "If you want to do that again, but just us, let me know." And she's like, "Nah, not really. Just just with the guy." And I was like, "All right, well, I don't know why you thought I would be into that.
Yeah,
like,
what
that's
about
not something
you?
just like. Can you imagine if I fucking did that to her?
Oh my god!
If I just
if
I just had a dude come in,
she would have a $1 million blogging career. What if that was Sadie Doyle? Have you ever seen Sadie Doyle?
Dude, I'm like the guy that brought her to popularity. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you know what she looks like?
No, I don't.
Yeah, that was
maybe
Sadie.
it was her.
We went to Sadie's apartment, dude.
It was Sadie, man.
That's what happened.
Sadie's a hot Asian.
That was the Tiger beatdown.